Hello and welcome to my channel. It's a Tailored Life. My name is Taylor, and in today's video we are going to be doing some cleaning and getting ready for the upcoming school year. It's here, it's time for back to school, and summer is almost over. So I'm going to be going ahead and getting my house all clean and reset and ready for the boys' back to school year.
But I could feel this way, and it's kind of strange.
So before I start pulling out any decor or any school items, I just want to go ahead and start cleaning first. I always like to work with a clean slate, and at this time of day it was after breakfast and lunch and I hadn't really cleaned up in the kitchen yet, so I wanted to go ahead and start there. And then I'm going to move over into our family room area, where I'm going to turn our little play area into kind of like a classroom. And then after I do that, I'm going to move into my son Jackson's room just to make sure he's all ready and mentally reset to go back to school.
Say that you're from out of town. I'm hoping that you stick around. Show me what it's like from the other side. Would you stay another night?
So you'll probably notice throughout this entire video, I have my AirPod in and I'm either on the phone talking to my husband, or I'm probably listening to a new book that I recently started on Audible. It's so good. It's called The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. Because I'm so busy around the house, I don't always get to sit down and read a book like I would like to, but I don't want to miss out on it. So I usually listen to a lot of audiobooks, and this book is so good. A really good friend of mine recommended it, and literally, you guys, from page one, the book is amazing. It's a mystery thriller, and sometimes I feel like mystery books can kind of start off slow. Not this one. It starts off really good, like right away.
Just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. 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 All that time away from you, I didn't think I'd make it without you.
Now we are going to move into cleaning up the boys' play area. This is where most of their toys are, and they hang out here a lot. Like if I'm cooking or something, I will put Lincoln in here and just kind of zip it up so that I have him in one space. I don't have to worry about him walking around so much. Even though recently he has learned how to unzip and get himself out. So I'm gonna have to figure out a solution for that. But these toys in here are very old, and a lot of them are like little McDonald's toys or just little cheapy toys that they picked up along the way. So I just wanted to go through and take out any old baby toys that Lincoln doesn't really play with anymore, that are just old, dirty, broken. Remove those items. I am going to be bringing in a few educational items, and anytime I bring in new toys or anything, I do like to just get rid of some items. So this was just a quick and easy clean out for me, especially that most of their toys are in this area. That's the one thing that I love about this. Ever since we got it, it does help keep the mess down because I don't have toys everywhere. Like, they don't even try to bring them out of this area now they know, like, if you want to go play with toys, you can just go in that area. But what I'm also going to change about this area is my stationary bike is here, and I want to go ahead and move that because Lincoln can get out of here so easily. He will a lot of times come out and go mess with the bike, and I'm just really worried about his safety with that. So I want to move it away from him. We don't really have a space in the house where I can like put it in a separate room because our guest room is our guest room, and we're also going to be using that as an office. So I don't really want to put it in there because I do like to get on early in the morning and ride before everyone wakes up. So I'm just going to move it to the other side of our family room. That's a little bit easier to see, so I can see if he goes anywhere near the bike. But I want to set this area up as like a little classroom area. So Lincoln is now 19 months old. He's 19 months old now. And with Jackson going back to school, I do want to start doing some educational things with Lincoln throughout the day. Just start working on learning colors and the alphabet. He's recently started trying to say the alphabet. So he'll say like A, and we can get to B, but like once we get to D, it's over. But because he is trying, I do want to go ahead and take advantage of that because he does stay home with me. I want to make sure that he is getting everything that he needs. So we're just going to go ahead and start doing like a little at-home classroom time. He will go to daycare in the future. Well, probably once he goes into pre-K. But so while he's at home, I just want to make sure that he's not behind or lacking. And if I can get him ahead, I definitely want to go for that.
'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. Riding on the dizzying heights.
So I just really quickly wanted to show you all of the things that I got for my little at-home classroom. Most of these items, actually all of these items, I got at Hobby Lobby. I was so excited because I usually will just go into Hobby Lobby just to have a look around sometimes, and now that it's about to be fall, I was going in to get ideas for fall, and I saw that they had all of their school items, their classroom items for teachers on sale. So I stocked up on everything I needed, and like these little posters with colors and shapes, they were only like $1. I think they were like $1.29. The board that I got, that was only $14, and it's a really good sized board. So I was really excited about that. And this is so funny watching this back because sometimes when I hang things on the wall, I will be lazy, and I actually use the camera to help me level out this board. And the same with these posters. I kind of was just like looking at my reflection in the camera to see if they look straight. And as you can see, on one side of the wall is a totally different height from the other side of the wall. But it's okay because I actually think I'm going to have to move them again because I wanted them at a level that was really good for Lincoln to look at kind of head on. So when we go through and point at the items, he can point too. And the table and chairs is from Hobby Lobby, but it's very old. That is actually, you probably seen it before in my son Jackson's room. He's had that for over like 5 years maybe. So I just wanted to go ahead and repurpose it now that he has a desk in his room and put that out here for Lincoln to work with, and that will be his new little classroom desk area. And now I'm just going to move my bike over here into our family room area.
Sitting on the dizzying heights.
And now we are moving into my son Jackson's room, and I don't think I've done this already in this video, which I should have done it earlier, but I would love to introduce myself. My name is Taylor. I am a wife and a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 boys. This is my oldest son Jackson, who is 6 years old. He is going into 1st grade this year, and I also have a 1-year-old named Lincoln, and he stays at home with me during the day. So every school year before it's back to school time, I love to just go in and clean my son's room. Even though I had already cleaned his room for the most part, and he's been doing a pretty good job of keeping it clean, but I just kind of like to refresh, get it all nice and clean to just mentally get him in the headspace of going back to school. One of the other things that we do before back to school, because for us now we are a little over a week before he goes back to school, and I do like to just have him kind of reset back to school time. So now that we're a little more than a week out, I actually have him back on his school bedtime, because during the summer I'm not super strict about what time he goes to bed, even though he did go to summer camp, so he wouldn't stay up all night, but I wasn't like extreme. Like during the school year, I am pretty strict and tight about going to bed on time, just because he's not very much of a morning person. So I always like to make sure that he's in bed at a really decent time, getting enough sleep so that in the morning he's up and ready to go. So let me know in the comments, like, are you all the same? Do you guys kind of get your kids back into the back to school routine early, or it's like the night before school, like their first night, going back to bed at like their regular bedtime schedule? And that's if they have a bedtime schedule. I know not everyone like has really strict bedtimes. So now I'm just kind of going through all of the back to school uniforms that I ordered Jackson. He actually grew a size over this school year, so we went ahead and we replaced all of his uniforms. I hope all of you parents who had to do uniforms, you got lucky and you found a sale. I found a really good sale at Old Navy. In the previous years of Jackson wearing uniforms, I got his uniforms from Children's Place, but this year he's kind of in between sizes there, so I wasn't able to do uniforms from there because their small was like a little bit too small and their medium was like too big, but Old Navy was like the perfect in between size. So we went ahead and we stocked up there, and every year I just like to go through and just hang them all up. I don't take the tags off until he actually wears them, just in case he does mysteriously, magically has a growth spurt. I like to be able to go ahead and exchange them out if I have to for any reason, especially when I'm stocking up and buying a few at a time. But I just go ahead and I hang those up in his closet so that every morning as it's time for him to get dressed for school, I can just easily pull a pair down and get him dressed and ready to go. And now his room is all clean, ready for the school year. He was hanging around while I was cleaning, so he knows like back to school time. He's getting pretty excited, even though he keeps telling me he wants it to be summer forever. He knows it's time to go back to school. And I just wanted to show you guys this really cool little tiered tray set that I got from Amazon. I love decorating my tiered tray for like different holidays, and I wanted to do something around the house for back to school just to kind of, you know, keep the motivation and excitement going for him to be excited to go back to school.
Counting stars, and they guide me through the dark. Lonely days left in despair, air is getting heavier, but I do my best to breathe. Dreams of green and filled with bliss, life is so much more than this. So where do you go when nothing's like home? Of all the things I leave behind, I got a new friend in my life that is perfect, and you're no longer on my mind. Sun,
video, I also ordered these really cool napkins, plates, and cups from Amazon for back to school. One of the things that I love doing, especially on the first day of school, is making a really fun breakfast to get Jackson up and excited about going back to school. So I have this waffle maker that I got from Target during Valentine's Day, but I think you can still order it on Amazon. I'll double check to make sure you can also get it on Target. So I just made some heart-shaped waffles. They were actually supposed to be green, but I guess I didn't put enough green food coloring. But this is just a fun little breakfast idea. Of course, you can throw in some eggs and bacon or some fruit, whatever your kids like. But I just thought this is a good way to get them excited about going back to school and just remind them that they are so loved and somebody at home is waiting for them. But I really hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having fun getting prepared to send your little ones back to school. All of my teachers out there, I am thinking of you, and I hope you all have a great school year. I will see you all in the next video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so and give this video a thumbs up. Bye!